Dodgers, after winning the World Series, have overcome a ridiculous amount of pitching injuries to sit in first place at this point. And the New York Yankees, while they look a whole lot different, just might be better. They're in first place with the biggest lead in baseball.
Yeah, these are two teams that a lot of people expected would be right in this spot, and they're in this spot because the offense have been really good. Two of the best offenses in baseball, and they're anchored by two of the superstars in baseball. And for the New York Yankees, what can you say about Aaron Judge? He lost Juan Soto, but he didn't lose anything. His average is up. The power's right where it wants to be. The defense is second to none. The New York Yankees are in this position because Aaron Judge is having a magical season, probably headed for another MVP. And for the New York Yankees, they are offensively right where they want to be.
You get all the build-up when these teams get together, and isn't it fun when the Stars deliver the way they did last night? Judge goes deep in the top of the first inning. Ohtani does it in the bottom of the first, and again later in the game. Now 22 to lead the majors.
I'm running out of things to say. How do you describe a greatest player of our generation? Well, he just keeps getting better, and he had surgery in the offseason, let's not forget. And again, he hasn't slowed down. Oh, by the way, he's going to be on the mound soon. So what can't he do? It's everything right now. Power. The top 5 hitters in the lineup for the Dodgers are lethal as I've ever seen. It starts with Ohtani. He's right for the moment. He never gets nervous, and he delivers every single time. It's must-see TV for the Dodgers.
These two iconic franchises. Last fall was the 12th World Series matchup between these teams. Could they be headed for the same place at the end of this season? Impressive starts for both as we get ready for the middle game of this highly anticipated series. A couple of iconic franchises, and in the City of Stars, the marquee matchup of the regular season here. Dodgers, Yankees, baseball night in America coming up next on Fox.
Occasions that we get to say Yankees-Dodgers in the same sentence, there's only one thing to do, right? Give that customary tip of the cap to the old school. Pop the doors to the DeLorean, throw on some tunes, take a ride back in time. Serve up that fastball right down the middle. There's a fly ball. The same thing we always do. You could walk through any one of these portals to the past and open the door to a great story.
Robinson dashes to the plate.
But as rich as the history is, as great as the eras were,
It's escaped us for a long time. Sombrero, throw it to the...
you know, as tempting as it is to go backwards, are we getting ahead of ourselves? Behind ourselves? What if we just hit pause on rewind for just a beat and smell the roses? Yeah, take a second to appreciate what's happening right in front of us.
Cortez delivers. Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is gone!
What if we make this about the here and now? Open the door to the next great era in this rivalry. The New York Yankees, the Los Angeles Dodgers. The best part? Who knows what the future holds?
All right, we're just about ready to go, and thanks to Owen Wilson, his new sports comedy Stick premieres this Wednesday, June 4th on Apple TV+. 83 degrees, beautiful day for baseball in Los Angeles. Glad you're with us. Hope you're having a great weekend. Freddie Freeman and the Dodgers taking the field, trying to take this series after the 8-5 win in the first game last night. Aaron Judge and the Yankees at 35-21, the largest division lead in baseball. 6 games up in the American League East and a game and a half back of the Detroit Tigers for the best record in baseball. Let's see the lineup for Game 2. Judge will bat second behind Trent Grisham and ahead of Cody Bellinger and Paul Goldschmidt, 2 of the new additions that have been fantastic for the Yankees. Jason Dominguez bats 5th, and it's Volpe and Wells. DJ LeMahieu at second base hitting 8th, and Jorby Bibas, the former Dodger farmhand, is the 9-hitter and third baseman. Well, he just keeps on getting better, this guy. I mean, you figure at some point he's going to get to the point where there's no other way he can improve, but he's gone from the best slugger in the game to the most well-rounded hitter in the game.
When I look at numbers, I get a few notes on each guy. I've got 2 pages on Aaron Judge. It's that good. The numbers are that good, and he's gotten really the respect he deserves. He's gotten better every year. Closed windows. Pitchers are having a hard time getting him out.
Take a look at Fox Foresight, powered by Google Cloud. And we say thanks to Google Cloud for powering these real-time insights. They give the Yankees 60% chance to score more than 5 runs. They scored 5 runs yesterday, and they scored a bunch early, but the Dodgers came back to win that game 8-5, and they'll try to do it today against Landon Knack, who for a lot of last season held this rotation together coming up from the minors with a 3.65 ERA. He's been back and forth so far this year and makes his 6th start today.
Well, I don't know a lot of people had him penciled in the rotation with all the money they spent, but all the injuries that they have had in their rotation. Landon Knack is going to provide valuable innings. You see what he's done with the fastball, changeup. He's got that curveball, knuckle curveball, and slider. He's have to be really good with the off-speed pitches against the Yankees and not live in the zone with his fastball.
The defense behind Landon Knack on this Saturday afternoon will look like this. Conforto, Pages, and Teoscar Hernandez across the outfield. Ha-Seong Kim gets his first start at short in the big leagues. With no Mookie Betts today, he jammed his toe going to the bathroom in the middle of the night, just like all of us have done before, and out of the lineup day to day. Tommy Edmonds at second. Freddie Freeman, the reigning World Series MVP, at first, and Will Smith doing the catching. The Yankees have won 16 of their last 21 games. And Trent Grisham, who climbs in here, has been a big part of it. Over in the same deal that brought Juan Soto from San Diego a couple years ago, and has gotten his chance and thrived. And off we go with a fastball upstairs.
This is one of the most incredible turnaround years in Trent Grisham for the Yankees. Why they're having success. You see the 13 home runs. I don't even think he thought he would be in this position playing a lot.
No.
But you know what? He provides defense and a good eye at the plate. He always works a lot of pitches.
Yeah, he's always taking his walks, but taking those walks this year, and when he's swinging, he's hammering the ball. You mentioned those 13 home runs. Got his 13th last night. On a 2-0 from Knack, he takes outside ball 3.
Well, pitchers in this day game, the ball is going to jump, I would think. It's a hot day in L.A. Doesn't prevent Knack from having those sleeves. I'm sure those are cool sleeves, not the thick ones.
It's a 4-pitch walk to start the game, and so Grisham's aboard for Aaron Judge. Number 1 in the majors, hitting .392. If you're just a kind of baseball fan that tunes in this time of year, checks in, you might look at that and say, wait a minute, what? Yeah, Aaron Judge, who's known for the home runs, is hitting .392, leading the majors in everything. And the Dodgers have some pretty darn good hitters too, and statistically it's not even close. This has been the best hitter in baseball.
Well, the breaking ball down is still a little bit of an Achilles heel, but he doesn't swing and outside the plate. Up in the top of the strike zone is right now the only spot you can get Aaron Judge. You leave something fat over the zone, a fan in the outfield seats is going to get this ball.
As they did in the first inning yesterday. Judge hitting his 19th. Leads the majors in batting average. He's second in the American League in home runs. He's second in RBIs. Perhaps making a triple crown push.
Dangerous 2-0 pitch right here. Judge is going to be ready to let the bat fly if he sees one middle from the belt down.
Next, still trying to throw his first strike of the game. Here's his 2-0 to Judge, and it's in there.
And that was away. So you always, as a hitter, you look for the pitch that you like the most, and if it's in that area, you let it fly. That was in the outside part of the plate. Took it for a strike.
Knack to Judge with a 2-1. A ground ball foul evens the count 2-2. Judge hit one of the 4 home runs for the Yankees over the first 3 innings yesterday against Tony Gonsolin, but they would not score from there. Dodgers got 4 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th to win it.
So that breaking ball right there that he fouled off, if he fouls it with another breaking ball just a little bit lower, you've got a chance to get Judge to go down and get it.
To third for Muncy. Guns to second for 1. Edmund to first. A double play. Go 5-4-3. They go around the horn to wipe the bases clean.
He got the ball down, and the breaking ball was down, like I said, and he got him to go get it, and a ground ball right to the pitcher's best friend. No double play.
So 2 gone in this first inning, and the old Dodger, longtime Dodger, comes up, Cody Bellinger. Now, 1 week after Juan Soto agreed to the big contract with the Mets, Plan B started to become clear. Cody Bellinger was acquired from the Chicago Cubs, and after a rough first month, he's been excellent in May. Hits this ball in the air to right field. Teoscar Hernandez is there, and that's a scoreless first inning for Landon Knack. Shohei Ohtani in his major league leading 22 home runs, ready to lead things off for the Dodgers when you come back.